Word. Why? Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night.
All right, folks. We're here tonight with one half of the super group Rock City. Mr. Theron himself, Theron Thomas. That's how I know him. I grew up knowing him as Theron. We ain't really gotta introduce him to most of y'all. The fans on 3:40 p.m. pretty much know we post his music, their music, pretty much morning, noon, and night.
And party.
Yeah, but we're gonna get into a couple questions about what they're doing, the state of music, futuristic shit, legacy, and all that types of stuff. So my first question, Theron, what's your alias now? Cause I know you be picking aliases like Diddy.
Oh man, nah. You know, still a spokesman of Rock City. You know,
Right.
My brother, as anybody would know, is don't talk much. You know, or Timothy. We don't mind people calling us our real names. Like we say, my mother named me that. I like it. If you see me, you could call me.
Copy that. All right. But I guess my first question would be, what's the future of Rock City other than the album dropping, you know?
The future for Rock City, other than PTFAO, our main focus now has been shows. You know, more shows, more visuals. So, 2011, I really could say that Rock City fans could look forward to more visual content. Cause I mean, hands down, we put more music than half of everybody. So music ain't something that we feel like we're missing. Definitely more visuals and just be more places, you know what I'm saying? You know, me and Timothy I live in the studio, work all day, work all night type of person, but we say we're gonna get out, we're gonna mingle, we're gonna go to the club, we're gonna go to the parties, we're gonna mingle with our peers in the industry, you know, and show our face a little bit more. So definitely you could see a lot more of us out and about in the streets. Wherever you is, you might just see us roaming around. You know what I mean? Because it's so funny. We don't go places and everybody know who he is, but then when they see us, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you here. Me and my brother be like, we that mysterious? We don't just be at the studio. We don't, you know. But so we said we gonna get up and we gonna go. That's the new thing.
That's a new thing. Right about now.
Right about now.
But I guess the next thing would be the PTFAO album that I know it's coming because I could feel it in the air. Morning, noon, and night I think that's a smash.
And you want to know what's so funny? Morning, Noon, and Night is a smash. It is the official first single off of the PTFAO, the Wake the Neighbors album, which is coming real soon. What it is that to all the fans and to all the non-music business or non-behind-the-scenes people, December is the slowest time for the music business. The single came. You know, it's been playing on the radio in certain states. Shout out to the DJs that have been supporting us in Los Angeles, in Chicago, you know, in Ohio, you know what I'm saying, in Vegas. You know, the places that have been playing the record and been showing it love. But we actually going to move forward January 2011, morning, noon, and night. Look for it on iTunes. Make sure you buy 2 billion copies. Look for it on iTunes, man. Make sure you pick it up. And definitely we're going to go hard on radio and we're going to get on the road and really promote the record. You know what I mean? It was produced by David Guetta. And we're really excited about it because, you know, it was different for me and my brother going on the dance beat and stuff like that. And, you know, if you listen to all our mixtapes and all our music, we were just trying to find, when we had a beat, we were in the studio with Akon, and Akon was like, I get this track, I think it would be dope for you guys, and we hear it and we're like, yo, this dope, but how do we flip it and make it a Rock City song and don't make it sound like every other song on a dance track, you know? How do we make it like, yo, this is a Rock City record? And to any Virgin Islander, any Caribbean person that know the original morning, noon, and night, hey, you know, that know the record where it originated for me from Vayo. That's the first band that I heard perform it. And when I heard the beat, I start singing that. Timothy was like, yo, that's it. That's like, yes.
coming up. I guess I saw the little ones just pass the door. So how's fatherhood?
Man, definitely, man, fatherhood for me is like one of the most important things for me. Like one of my biggest fears, honestly, being a musician is to not be a good father. Because sometimes you're stuck in a place where you feel like you have to choose like your career over your family. Which is a really hard thing to balance out, because you want what's best for your kids, as far as you want them to go to the best schools, you want them to be able to go to the best colleges, you want them to have the best clothes, you want them to have all the toys and everything they want, and still you want to be there when they need you, which could be the difficult part doing what I do. My brother don't have any kids, but we don't share kids, so it's really difficult wanting to spend time. But thank God, this is my first vacation in like 5 or 6 years, being able to come back home, no music, no studio, and just chill with my kids, have a birthday party for my daughter and go on the beach, and we build a volcano and a sand castle, do just chill, you know what I'm saying? So it was really cool, really cool.
That's good, man. That's good, because you never get to hear that part of artists' perspective in terms of the family life. You always hear about and how much records you gonna sell and how much this and how much that. And when
we gonna kill it, shawty. You know what I'm saying? We shipping about 4 million in them thing, baby. Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
The legacy, because I'm into legacies. I'm into like how do you transcend yourself or reach to the next level? And I think that, to me personally, and I might be biased because we from the class of 2000, so we the freshest class out. But what is the legacy? What do you want to leave behind for not just your kids, not just for the Virgin Islands, and not just any up and coming, like a Mike Lowry or Payback. What is the legacy? Because to me, you guys are veterans pretty much right about now.
I mean, me and my brother, our main focus has always been putting the Virgin Islands on the map in a positive light, and putting it on the map in a musical light, and putting it on the map to where our island is not just looked at as a place for tourists to come, because young people and kids here, when they feel like they don't have nothing to do, violence to skyrocket, sex to skyrocket, which the pregnancy rate and the AIDS rate and everything, the skyrocket. I mean, being honest, and for our legacy, man, it's just to make the Virgin Islands bigger than a dot on the map. Do for Jamaica what Bob Marley do for Jamaica. Do for St. Thomas what Rihanna do for Barbados. We want people to say, oh, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John. Okay, I should go to these places. I should come there, and I should invest.
I know there's a couple artists that in the industry that you guys would like to work with. Just run those down, and then I'll take a drop, and then we good.
People that we like to work with, man. Definitely we want to work with Beyonce. Want to work with Jay-Z. Want to work with Wayne. Want to work with Kanye. I mean, pretty much we almost kind of work with everybody. So, I mean, actually there are some pop artists that we haven't worked with that we are fans of. Like, we like to work with Pink. You know what I'm saying? Katy Perry. Trey. I mean, like I said, man, we work with a lot of.
Y'all work with Gaga?
We haven't worked with Gaga. Met Gaga. She's a real fun person, real nice person. We would like to work with Gaga, and it's so funny because Gaga to write her own music. But the reason I want to work with Gaga is because it's like her whole image, her whole style is so out there. It would be really cool to see how our Caribbean background and our swag and what we do blend with her. Even if the record never come out. Well, you don't know. This your boy, the spokesman, one half of the group Rock City, running it, done it unofficially, owning it. And the only people that could get me on my vacation, out my bed, with my youth them, before I go to the movies, you don't know who it is. 340pm.com, the best, nothing but the best, nothing less, don't stress, don't test. You know when you hear it, baby, right about now. Mayday!